Now that I have my completed outlined lion drawing, I'm ready to start adding value using my colors. Remember, value in art is the range of lights to darks. So I was looking at my reference picture and I noticed that the lion has, for its light shades, yellows, for the medium values, a tan, and then it has, for its darker values, the dark browns and almost blacks. When you're drawing and shading using value, you always want to start with your lightest and build your way up. So I'm looking at this reference photo and I'm noticing that the lightest parts of the lion are on his cheeks. So I'm going to use my yellow on my lion's cheeks. I'm also noticing that it goes around the lion's eyes. And there's a little bit of light fur in the lion's mane. So I'm going to begin by shading in these areas using yellow. I have just finished with my yellow. I have shaded in the lion's cheeks, made this curvy highlight around its eyes, put a little yellow under the eyes, and I looked at the reference image for the lightest part of the mane and I added the yellow. However, when I was coloring the mane is fur, it is hair, so I did it kind of scratchy. I didn't color the hair perfectly because it is fur, it is a little messy. Now I'm ready to move on to my medium value. So you would want to use a tan. If you do not have a tan, you could use orange for this step. And we're going to shade in all the parts of the lion that are the middle value. So that's going to be on the lion's nose, the rest of the lion's face, and a decent amount of the lion's mane. So now I have gone over my lion with my medium value. I've used my light value of yellow, my medium value of tan. I am ready to move on to my darkest value. I would like to point out that when I was using my medium value, I did shade the face very neatly, but when I was working on the mane, I kind of did it more of a scratchy, messy style to make the mane look more like hair and make it stand out a little bit different from the face. So I did color the face very neatly and the hair a little bit scratchy looking. And now I'm ready to move on to my darkest value. The darkest value I'm going to use for the shadows. So I am going to use the darkest value in the darkest part of the mane, this part on the center of the nose, this little bit of dark fur here, and especially around the mouth. You can see that there's a lot of dark fur right around the mouth that makes the mouth look like it's standing out. So I'm going to use my dark brown now to shade in my dark values. So now I have gone in and I have created the darks around my lion's face on the mane to make the face stand out, to provide a little bit more contrast between the lights and the darks. I've also gone around and added some dark to the tips of some of my mane. I've added that little bit of shadow on the face. The last step, the last two things we haven't done yet, are our lion's eyes and nose. I did notice that they are a very warm brown. So the way you can achieve that is by using an orange combined with a brown. So you want to start with your lighter value first, which is your orange. Now that I'm done with my lighter value of orange, I'm going to switch to my darker value, which is the dark brown. And I'm going to lightly, the key is to lightly go over it so that you're not completely covering up the orange, but you're letting it show through the darker brown. And there you have it, artists. We have created a realistic lion using value to create lights, mediums, and darks on its fur.